Hello and welcome everyone to our second session. Today, we will learn how to improve productivity for company with AI. I will show you how to create and share GPT models, recover content, integrate AI with WooCommerce, Knack, and Google Drive, and how to use AI chatbots for customer support. This session gives you everything you need to start building your knowledge with ChatGPT. Now, let's get started. For your information, we just post our first session on YouTube. Our channel name is Drinkizz 1. The playlist name is AI by Drinkizz. It is an opportunity for you to watch this great session of Pierre if you miss it. It gives you the fundamental on how to use ChatGPT. Now let's see here the plan for this session. I will cover how to create and share your own GPT, use AI to recover content from unclear image or PDF, integrate AI with WooCommerce, Knack, and Google Drive, and also design business process, diagrams, and data models in ChatGPT. Please get ready to see how AI can make your work easier and more productive. This slide is a reminder from the first session. Creating and managing GPT are very useful to accumulate knowledge in ChatGPT. You can create your GPT for a specific purpose and train this GPT with your knowledge, such as documents, PDF, voice, image, text, emails, videos, books, and websites. Managing your GPT well will help you collect and use your knowledge effectively. Now, let's see how to create your GPT. There are many steps to follow to create your GPT. First, you need to configure your GPT. To configure your GPT, you should click on configure and then give the name of your GPT. After that, you will give a description to your GPT and some instruction. The instruction here, it's a kind of prompt, what your GPT will do, and then you add some starters, add initial prompts to start conversation. The knowledge, the knowledge can be the file, PDF files, videos, documents, all of knowledge that you are keeping in your organization. So you will apply this knowledge into your GPT. And we have some features which call capability. In capability, here you can activate like the image generation, or you can give to this GPT to serve on website. And then the last step, which is the step 9, it's to create your GPT. Once you will click on create, your GPT will be creating. And then in here, you can see that the list of all of GPTs that you create. So now let's see how to share your GPTs, the GPTs that you just create, to the user in your organization. When you create your GPT, the next step is to share it. You can share it as public, right? You can share it as public or private. We will see how to share a GPT in a ChatGPT account later. Sharing your GPT lets others in your organization use it for tasks. For example, here you can see that Canva, it's a public GPT. You can, if you have an ChatGPT account, you can access to Canva GPT by using @ You can also use a private GPT. As you can see in this architecture, we have marketing workspace. They can have the GPTs, sales team in the workplace. They can also have the GPTs and give these GPTs like be private. And then each team can share their GPT to another team. And to access to each GPT, they just use @ to access. For example, here you can see production team can access to the GPTs of marketing teams by using the @ to access to the GPT of marketing teams, and so on. So it's you should consider that creating GPTs, you should consider to have the GPTs as private or public. Private, it means you just share it to some user in your company. Public, it means you give your GPT to all user can access. In this part, you can see all your GPTs created. Here, you can see all of your GPTs created. You can access one. Let's say that you access to product, Laura, for example, and when you access, you can edit it. And from edit section, you will see the option to share your GPT. Here, your GPT with the public or with specific user by using their email. So it means if you need to share this GPT with some user, it means you make it private and you need to share it with some user. You should add the emails so that this user will access to your GPT. If you need to make your GPT public, you just select public, and this GPT will be accessed to any user that use ChatGPT. So we move to another slide, AI assistance to recover the content of a blurry image or PDF file. Here we will see how AI can help you recover content from unclear PDF. For example, here we have unclear image, right? We have some, when I put yellow color, we have unclear information. We can use this file and send it to ChatGPT with a good prompt and get a clear version of the content. This can save your time, right? Here you can see I have my prompt in my GPT. From this prompt, I force ChatGPT to understand this file and give me where I have unclear information, give me which information is it. We will see the result later. Let's see the result. As you can see, the AI process unclear invoice and give a clear output. This function is very useful for business that has a lot of documents and need to ensure they are clear and accurate. Here I have original PDF invoice, and here I have PDF with unclear information. This file I'll send to my ChatGPT in order to read for me the unclear information. We can see that the result is amazing because we can compare the original invoice and the result of ChatGPT. The information the information is the same. Here we can see 500. Here it was not clear, but here ChatGPT give $500. So it means the result is quite good. So this save time and clear and give you with clear information. So it means in your organization, if you have a lot of files that have unclear information, you can use ChatGPT to help you to retrieve the information from the unclear files. Now let's see how to integrate AI with WooCommerce, Knack, Google Drive. Let's define first WooCommerce. WooCommerce is a platform you can use to manage your online shop. Knack is a no-code database. Google Drive is a cloud storage service that allows users to store, share, and access files and folders online from any device. Integrating AI with WooCommerce, Knack, and Google Drive helps you manage data better. You can use Make to collect data from WooCommerce. Okay, from WooCommerce, we can use Make. We collect data from WooCommerce and store this data in Knack by using Make. And then to store the data from Knack into Google Drive, we can use simple backup. In this way, our data is in one place and it's saved. Here we can see in the point 3, we have data online and also the data offline. So which means if in WooCommerce we have problem, we cannot access to the data in WooCommerce, we can still access this data into Knack. If Knack has problem, we can still have this data in Google Drive. If in Google Drive also has problem, we have the same data on site. It means in a computer, in computer or in some device which does not require a Wi-Fi. So it means offline data. This makes data management easier and increase productivity. So it means the team in the organization can access to the data by using Google Drive or the computer. Here we see how to use Make to collect data from WooCommerce and store this data in Knack. This setup keeps all the data in one place, as I say, making it easy to access and to analyze. Using this integration helps you to automate tasks and keep your data consistent. Here we have three no-code tools, which is WooCommerce, Make, and Knack. Next, we use a simple backup. Why simple backup? Because we need to backup all of our data in Knack into Google Drive and on-premise, like on-site. We use simple backup to backup data from Knack to Google Drive. This setup is very important for keeping data safe online and offline. Here you can see it's the setup of Knack and Google Drive. So we use Knack and then all of data in Knack is sent to Google Drive. Let's see this step. Data in Google Drive is used by ChatGPT for analysis purpose. As we see the process before, all of our data in WooCommerce is saved into Google Drive. And we can connect we can connect Google Drive to our ChatGPT. So here I create my GPT, which I call my GPT sale data analysis. I connect my GPT to Google Drive in order to access to sale data. And then the instruction for my GPT is here. So here I just need to analyze sale data in order to know the product that my company or any company sell every month, the best product that the company sells every month. So I create the prompt, I have some instruction, and then you can see the result of this instruction later. So the instruction I put in my GPT. So here we have 4 steps. The first step is the behavior that I give to my GPT. For example, sale data from WooCommerce is sent in Google Drive and analyzed by ChatGPT. This integration helps you to make better decisions based on real-time data. As you can see, I access to my GPT, which I call analysis sale data, and then I give my start conversation. The GPT send me the information like you need to apply your knowledge, which means the data. It can be online or offline. So the first, I connect my GPT with Google Drive in order to use the sale data that I just stored in Google Drive. Once I upload this data into my GPT, my GPT will understand the instruction I just applied to him. And then using this instruction, he will analyze my data and send the result. So we can see here the result, best product sold in May 2024, and also the recommendation to boost sale of other products. So recording to the result that GPT sent us, it recommend also some points that my team can consider to improve the sale of other product. Here you can see that it's very helpful and help the team to improve their process and their work. And we can also see that the data is not in WooCommerce or in Knack, but the data is saved in our Google Drive. And then this data is used to analyze the product that's sold, the best product sold in the current month. So now, let's see. Here also is the same, like I say, data from Google Drive can also be stored on site. For example, on your computer or whatever the device that you can store your data. And you can use or you can follow the same process to analyze this data. This process, you can follow the same to analyze the data that from the data that you get offline. So here, instead of using Google Drive, we see that when I use my prompt, here this prompt, ChatGPT, my GPT asked me to upload the file. Here in this slide, I use Google Drive, so I connect my Google Drive to ChatGPT. But here, my data it's offline, so I can go find my data in my computer to send this data into ChatGPT in order to analyze this data, and the result is the same. As you can see, the result is the same. It gives me the best product and also some recommendation. Now, let's see how to integrate Chatbase with Google Drive using Make. What is it, Chatbase? Chatbase is a no-code platform that allows you to customize AI chatbot. AI chatbot for customer support can greatly improve customer interactions. We use Make to connect Google Drive to Chatbase and train the chatbot with the updated data stored in Google Drive. This makes sure a chatbot gives accurate and up-to-date information to customers. So it means in order to use only Chatbase, to train the Chatbase, we can connect Chatbase and Google Drive so that the team can upload information or documents into Google Drive so that once the data is stored in Google Drive, Meg has this ability to train, to train the chat base, and the bot that we set up will understand that this is a new file or a new documentation or a new knowledge, and then Chatbase will have the data up to date. So this solution allows the team to operate independently of Chatbase. They only need to upload data to Google Drive folder to keep the bot's information up to date, as I say. So this is very important. So here is the setup. First, we have chatbot creator, and then we have data owner. These solutions let our team work without depending on Chatbase. So it means they only access, as I said, they only access to Google Drive and upload all of information will be used by Chatbase in order to activate a chatbot. So here we can see that the data that we upload is Drinkizz FNA, and we also have our handbook. So once this data is in Google Drive, Chatbase can use this knowledge to to provide information to end user. Let's see here, the end user just asks information about Drinkizz, and then he will have the current or the up-to-date information. All of this information, it's come from here. Okay, it's come from here. So it's not like AI, we teach AI to understand our information and then provide the answer to end user. So it's very important to make this kind of integration, because if you only use chat-based, sometimes your team does not have the knowledge on how to use chat-based. So anytime you need to contact them in order to have the information. But at least if you have this integration, they only upload the knowledge in Google Drive. So that make that make tasks more easy. Okay, so here you can see that we have a clear integration between chat-based and Google Drive. Now let's see how ChatGPT can help you write business process and make your work easier. We should consider that there are many steps you need to consider. First, you need to find which process to automate. It can be customer service integrations, right? Customer service integration. It can be F&Q response. It can be product information. So here you identify which process you need to automate. And then the second part, it will be the data that this will generate. Okay, so here you need to also collect all of operational data, which we call your knowledge, right? And this knowledge will be used into GPT. So you can create a kind of prompt or GPT to train on collected data. Okay? So here is some example. After you know which process to automate, okay, and have your operational data. So here, for example, we have operational data and some process that we need to automate. You need to train your GPT. So it means we have prompt. So we have the knowledge here. We upload this knowledge into the GPT here. And then we need to define a correct prompt, right? This prompt will train your AI. This training step is very, very important to make sure ChatGPT understand and provide you the correct business process that you need. For example, mine, please analyze the provide PDF file. So here it's my prompt. So you will have the slide there. So you can read this prompt. I just ask my GPT based on this knowledge to provide me the online shop process. The result is very amazing. I have my result of the online shop process. And you can see that I force my GPT to follow the process like step number, step name, action, person in charge, or rule to follow. So it means for each step of my process, I have the step name, I have the action, I have the person in charge of each of this step, and also some rules to follow from this step. So this structure, because I asked GPT to follow, here you can see with the following column, okay, I say the output should be structured in a table with the following columns: step name, step number, step name, action, person in charge, and rules to follow. So here you can see that it's the same that we follow. And then we can have some information for each step that you can read later. Now let's see how we can use ChatGPT to design our process diagrams and the data models in ChatGPT. We can also use ChatGPT, as I said, to design business process diagrams and data models. From the business process we got, it means that we got previously, with AI, we can design business process diagrams and data models. We call the GPT called diagram show here. You can see here. So I stay in my online shop process, which give me this result. Okay. And I say in this GPT, I call the GPT, which is a public GPT. This GPT will help me to create, right? To create the process diagrams and some data models. I just call this GPT, which is public, and then I give my instruction, which is my prompt. So I say to this GPT that provide for me based on the process, you can provide for me the business process diagram, the mind map, data model like logical data model, and also the sequence diagrams. First, we have the knowledge, which is a process that we got previously. And then we have prompt. This one, it's the prompt. And then we have the result. From the result, we can see that I got all of diagrams that I just request into my prompt based on this process. So here we can see that we have many diagrams that we will see in the next slide. So from the online shop process, we can have the mind map. So this mind map, it's come from our online shop process. And here we have the business process diagram. This business process diagram, it's based on our knowledge, which is the process that AI just provided us. And we use also the prompt to have the business process diagram. So here you can see that this diagram is generated by AI following the prompt that I just provide to ChatGPT, and also our knowledge that we got previously, which is the process, the business process of online shop. And here we see that we have an online shop process sequence diagram. So it's also follow the prompt that I just provide to my GPT, and also the knowledge that I upload to my GPT. Always it use the process, the result of process that we got with AI. And the last diagram that we have, it's the logical data model. Okay, this one is the logical data model based on my process, and this one can be used to implement in Knack. Okay, so here it's some reference. We have a no-code and AI training session. So which this session, it's allow you to understand all of things that I just explained. From the training session, you will have more practice case, and also you will practice yourself. We also have a consulting package in no-code and AI by Drinkizz. It means if some company, they need to implement the no-code, we can also help them with our package to implement the no-code solution at their company. If you need to have more information about how we manage no-code solution at Drinkizz, you can also access to our blog, which called No-Code and AI blog, to have more information. Thank you very much. I finished my presentation. So I let Monsieur Pierre to continue.
Yes. Okay. So thank you very much, Vinci. Do you hear me well? It's okay for the micro?
Yes, it's okay. Yes, it's okay.
Okay, nice. So I have a news about artificial intelligence for you guys, because so as we said, every AI by Drinkizz session, we will share with you some news. So I have a news that is related to Vietnam industry, Vietnam market. And I wanted to share with you this name of the new company named eBay for Academy of Blockchain and AI Innovation. This is a quite new company a couple of months ago. And interesting because they have it seems, a big ability to operate on the Vietnamese market on the domain of artificial intelligence and blockchain. So this is also something interesting for Drinkizz because we use the blockchain for the traceability of our ingredient in our beverage and for our relation with the farms and the suppliers and the firm that ship the product to our reseller and our client. So if one of you during this Zoom meeting or later have more information about what is this company in Vietnam, I will be happy to share more, to have more information about this interesting company, it seems. And if we have a look at the second slide, I just prepare. So Vinci, if you can move on, you will see that their goal seems very amazing because they want within 2030 train about 1 million people in Vietnam on the blockchain on AI. So I can guess this is not only IT users, but also can imagine business users. They have 1,000 scholarship award, 6 ideathon and hackathon. Can guess this is big event to share innovative project. So maybe Drinkizz could be a candidate, could apply. I don't know for ideathon or hackathon with this AI company. And also 10,000 blockchain and AI certificates issues. So I can guess they want to give sort of diploma in this field of AI and blockchain. So it was my news, and congratulations for Vietnam, because Vietnam is moving fast with the new technology, and then also, of course, with AI and blockchain.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Pierre, for this news. I think that we will move on question and answer. If someone has any question, just type in the chat so that I can answer.
Okay, so you don't have news for this
No, I don't have
session?
news. No, I don't have news. No.
Okay, so maybe you can display one of your slides of your presentation. And I have one question for you. And of course, if our guests also want to ask question, we use the chat. So as everyone know, Drinkizz is a small company. This is a startup. So we use AI and no code to level up our activity. On what you just presented, Vinci, showed that for a small company, it becomes today possible to use a big information system on a big IT infrastructure, even without big money and big ability to staff a big team. So this is a very productive approach. But my question now is, beyond your activity in the IT domain, what do you think about the impact of AI for your relation with the business users?
Okay, for me, I think that AI allow me to help me to have a good productivity. And according to your question with business user, I think that actually, as we are startup, I'm working at the Drinkizz. We are small team. We are small team, and before the task was very difficult working between team and IT team. So after having some knowledge on AI, I helped him to use the AI, and now I really don't depend more on the team. Just I need to understand what they need, and I use AI to have to have information more easier and quick. So it means I use my team knowledge from, let's say that before we are having a lot of meetings. Sometimes we don't understand each other. Sometimes the needs it's not clear. But now with a small meeting time, I can get some information from the team, and stay at my place. I know that my team is quite busy. I use their needs and I can explore these needs to have the end result using AI. And this result also is improved to my team. So I think that right now with AI, it's helped us to move faster, and improve our work.
Yeah, I can understand that this is like using AI for a bridge between the business user and the IT. It allows to have a better communication, to have a better clarity about the requirement, the needs. And I think it is in the both sides. It allows the business user to have a better understanding of the IT, and for the IT guys to have a better understanding of the business user's needs. So this is good for that also. This is super important. So we have to keep in mind that AI is like a bridge between IT and business user when we use AI in the good way. So we have a question by Tina. Could you explain more for business user about the process written on Excel to ChatGPT? The question is not super clear for me. I don't know, Vinci, if you understand the question.
Access to the question
In the chat, so I can repeat if you want. And so could you explain more for business users about the process written on Excel to ChatGPT?
Okay, I will try to explain. Okay, so what Tina said, it's mean like business team can have a lot of information in their Excel. Okay,
Yeah.
right? So they can have a lot of information or a lot of data collecting during the operational. So how we can collect all of this information in Excel, in like Google Sheet, Google Doc, collect all of this information and provide it into AI in order to have a good process following information that business team is collecting during their operational and also during in their process. I will explain from my slide. For example, here I explain how to use AI to have the process. For example, the first step to do is to identify what you need to automate from your process. Let's say that, okay, we need to automate, for example, customer response or F&Q response. So if you identify this point to automate, you can also, the second point is to collect the data. So it means during your business operational, you have some data that you collected. And once you will have like your process writing, even if it's not quite clear, and you also have your data that follow your process, which is not clear, you can use AI with a good prompt to make AI understand that, okay, for this process, I have this data. So combine this knowledge. Can you provide me a process to follow? Because in your order data, you may have some rules, some data, and ChatGPT can understand your data and process to give you the exact thing that you are looking for. For example, in my case, I have my operational data I just collect. I also have some rules from the codification. Let's say that, okay, it was not clear. I have my rules of codification. I have my F&Q. I have other status data. So I can use all of this data and upload into ChatGPT to have the final process, which means ChatGPT understand all of this information and provide me the end process, the structure process. following my instruction that I just provide to the GPT. I don't know if I understand, if I reply to this question.
No, I believe this is quite clear. Actually, for a business user, we should use AI like an advisor to accelerate our ability to write the business requirement.
Mhm.
So either I start with a draft of this business requirement and I request ChatGPT to check or double check my writing to improve and to assess the quality. A little bit like when I book a restaurant or when I request something, whatever the domain, to ChatGPT. I also can use ChatGPT and the power of ChatGPT to double check and to improve the business requirement, let's say. Okay, so if I have 1 more minute, very quickly, I have a last question for you, Vinci. This is about the connection you show with Google Drive in one of your GPT. So this is a new feature with GPT-4o.
Yes, exactly.
Because now you can pick up directly a file into a Google Drive. The question is, I believe we can be connected with other application, not only Google Drive. Did you already test over connection or not yet?
Normally I can connect the Knack with ChatGPT directly, but it require a lot of tokens. So with our plan, it cannot be possible. So we need to buy some tokens in order to use Knack, in order to connect directly Knack with ChatGPT. But it's possible.
My thinking was more with a Google application, for example, Gmail. If I want to request ChatGPT to draft an email and I want this email created automatically and move to the draft folder of my Google Mail, I think it should be possible now based on what you.
It's possible. I see some feature with which is called with Mac.
Gmail.
Where Gmail connect Gmail with Mac and ChatGPT.
No, but even without using Mac, by the way, because the connection with the Google Drive you show during your presentation, it's not related to Mac. It is a direct connection, or maybe I don't.
Yes, exactly. It's a direct connection, but now.
So this is this ability to have a direct connection that is new in ChatGPT 4o, and I think this is an interesting feature that the audience, including myself, and maybe you also for Drinkizz to assess more. But this is just a remark. Okay, so I have no more question. So I think this is almost the end of the Zoom, Vinci.
Yeah, exactly. We use 2 minutes more. No, 3 minutes
Okay.
more. So I think that is over.
So the next session is next week, and I will explain what type of knowledge management we should adopt to be better with AI, and also what are the skills to take care if we want to augment the productivity with artificial intelligence. So it will be the topic of my my speech during the next session.
Next session. Okay, perfect.
So thank you, Vinci.
Thank you for
thank
joining.
you, everyone. And feel free to join us and to share the link of this regular Zoom, because every week we will have a AI by Drinkizz. So we need to augment the audience. We will also post this video on the YouTube channel of Drinkizz, so you can share it, by the way, the link. So thank you again, Vinci. Thank you, guys.
Okay,
and see you soon next week. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.